Welcome everyone, my name is Tony Lau. Welcome to my channel. Because action speaks louder than words. In this video, I will go through each of the stock category that I recommended using Feng Shui. We'll go through each of them and see how they did this year. Before we begin, hit the like button for some good luck today. It will greatly help the channel with the YouTube algorithm. I was watching one of my videos during market day, then all of a sudden I hit the like button. Stock I hold suddenly turned green. True story. Let's get into it. So here I have my M1 account. I put about $1,000 in there just for the heck of it. As you can see, I got $976, but I still got $30 cash here. So I'm actually over the $1,000 I initially put it in. As you can see, I have the 5 baskets representing the 5 elements. These are based on the ranking I projected earlier this year. As you recall in my videos, I predicted water elements can do well this year. Fire is number 2, and wood is number 3. Metal is number 4. Earth is last. That's why I put in the last. Normally I would consider putting 0% in elements I predicted last, but just to showcase all 5 of them, I put a little bit in everything, but the scalability is different. I put like the largest portion is water, almost 40%, and then go fire, wood, metal, and earth. So there's several ways you can play to this for your advantage. You don't have to invest in all 5 of them. Maybe just pick 2 or 3 that are beneficial to you. As you know, earth is neutral, so it's good for everyone. Water and metal are particularly great for those that are born in the summer and spring. And fire and wood are great for those that are born in fall and winter. So if you're born in the winter, you most likely have more luck this year investing in fire, like oil. So let's take a look at the basket. I have the link down below if you want to check it out yourself. So this is what you would see when you click into it. This is just a better view to see how they did this year, as I don't have a lot of history in this account. I only started this account earlier this month. This actually show you the history behind it, so you can see how we actually did in the stock this year. So this is the overall what I put in. The example I put in. It's probably got down a little bit because of the earth. The overall is not bad. It's up 13% this year. Let's look at what I put down. So for example, the water basket I put in is actually up 8%. And I have stock like Uber, Royal Caribbean, Lyft, Morgan Chase, Delta, UPS, Cisco, FedEx, Tattoo Chef, Wells Fargo, US Foo, Citigroup, Spartan. And you can play around with these percentage if you want. These are just like one of the better company I pick out from the elemental categories. And you can like swap it out too. You don't like a particular company. Like if you don't like Wells Fargo, like a lot of people don't these days, swap it out for a different company. Maybe like take out Wells Fargo and put more in JP Morgan Chase. It's fine with me. This is more a showcase like what is possible. Normally I wouldn't invest in all 18 of these, but I keep this here as an example. Perhaps over time I will adjust them to what an ideal investing strategy would be. I would usually recommend like narrow these down to like say 90-10. Maybe for 2022 we'll do something like that and see how we will do in next year. I might put like $10,000 in there to see what kind of impact I can make. Okay, so as for fire, I put in a bunch of oil stock. I actually put in 24 of them. See, like these are energy related. You got like Dominion, Excel, Next Era, Solar, Uranium. Uranium actually did pretty good this year. And you can see from last year, it was like at $14. Now it's almost gone up $10 since I first recommended it. Solar stayed about the same. So not everything's gonna do good. That's why we pick multiple of them and invest them equally. You pick like maybe 9 of them, 8 do good. And then the good thing about M1 is you can pick and choose the one that you like, put together in your own basket. You do 10% instead of 5%, like this showcase example. Like Facebook obviously didn't do too good after the recent shutdown, but overall, you look at it, it's still up from the beginning of the year. Google or the tech company, a fire company like Google's done well this year. It was 2000 when I first recommended it back in March. Now it's up almost $1,000. Starbucks, you got all the other energy company. So Tesla, I put it in here just to showcase some company belong in multiple category, and Tesla is one of them. They are in multiple business. They have a portion of solar. They're part water, and they also part metal because they build a car and sell it too. Now, and they do the technology. So it's a mixed bag. Some of the portfolio might get skewed based on this factor. Okay, let's look at like wood. Wood is just dirt. Usually I don't recommend putting a lot, but wood actually did pretty good. Actually is up 24%. So the company I put in here are the one I recommended in the video. And there's some real estate company too. This belong in the earth category, but they're primarily in retail. That's why I put them in this category. So if wood is your beneficial element, then I recommend investing in these stock. You can pick and choose the one you like or familiar with or had done your research in. Never invest in something blindly without doing your due diligence. You owe it to yourself at the very least. I think a lot of these stock had done well this year because of the recovery of the pandemic. Let's take a look at the metal basket. So the metal basket was actually surprising to me. It gone up 100% from last year. Even when I recommended it, went up 50%. And I initially thought it was going to do worse. But then I realized 1 year included part of last year. From October to March, almost went up 100%. So this number is a little bit skewed on this chart. So you gotta be careful when you look at it like this. Because metal was number 1 last year and it's only 4th this year. So in the earlier the year, we downgraded to 4th. So if you just look at the part of this year, it's only up a little bit. And I think I found the culprit in here is Alcoa aluminum. They actually went up 400%. They actually went up almost 300% and almost double since I recommended it. This is definitely one of the exception cases. And you look at the rest, they didn't do very well, like gold, for example. Gold actually went down since I recommended it. So that's why I put them at 4th. And metal, gold is the kind of gold standard for metal stocks. And the gold didn't do well, the whole element is not gonna do well either. But there's always exception cases because I put in like Tesla in there and Apple's in there too. Even though they do a little bit on the other element sectors like fire and water, like Apple's doing automated car, but like majority is fire because that's what they produce. So that's why they've been dragged up. But I don't think neither of these stocks had done well since March. You look at Apple, they only went up about $10 since I first recommended them. And that's only like less than 10%. And Tesla too, they were sitting at about 700. They only gone up about 110%, which is not much for Tesla. In years they do well. They almost double or triple. Like last year, quadruple. And metal was number 1 last year. And that's why a lot of people done very well in the metal sector. Mostly it's tech. Definitely some number in there that skew it, like defense. But you look at defense, it's mostly stick around the same since March, because they were in about $100. Now they're 107. So it's not a big increase. If you pick and choose a few of these without a COA, you probably didn't do too good in this sector. Lastly, we have Earth. Earth is another surprising one. Overall, it went up 30% since last October, but since March, it went up just a little bit since March. If you look at the quarter, it almost didn't go up at all. And that's why they're dead last this year. If you remember what I said, Earth is anything that comes out of the ground, like real estate. Build house, Earth. And company that grow food, like Beyond Meat, Tyson, and most medical, like these are real estate trust company. MPW is a medical company. They didn't do too good either. They're a company that holds like real estate in the medical sector. Gold miner, they didn't do good either. The other day I saw a Netflix documentary about how dirty like gold is digging out of the ground. So I'm a little iffy on gold mining company. Most of these are like food and real estate holding company. Apple is hospitality, nothing to do with like the Apple company, but they're a hospital company. They gone up quite a bit from last October, but between like February, March timeframe when I recommended it, they almost didn't go up at all. So you look at the 6 months chart, they don't go up 6%. Overall, they didn't perform too well. So check out the links down below and tell me what you think about my portfolio and the recommendation I have. This is my first stab at putting a Feng Shui portfolio together to showcase this elemental strategy I've been using for over the last 10 years. I'm not sponsored by M1, but if you do sign up for an account using my link, you get $30. That's free money out there to get you started just to signing up. And comment down below if you have any question. And don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Share with your friend. And check out my Facebook, Instagram. I post that pretty much daily. And also check out these videos too if you haven't seen them before. Next week, I'm going to answer some question about Feng Shui and religion, which is a question that's been brought to me recently. So until next time!